Hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, as you can see by the title, I am going to do a Q&A. I realized that we kind of just hopped back on YouTube after disappearing for a while, and a lot has changed. So I just wanted to catch you guys up and answer some of your questions. So let's just get into the video. The number one question I got was, what is the baby's name? Do you have a name picked? Are you going to do a baby name reveal? And yes, we have our baby's name picked. We call him by name all the time. We've actually had it picked for quite a few years. I think I actually want to do a whole separate video on his name and kind of explaining it. So I'm not going to answer that one today. I'm going to wait and you will have to watch for that video. Another question I got was, what was the very first thing you bought baby? What did we first buy him? Logan went and had a few onesies made for him, and we had some things gifted to us from friends and family already, and we've bought him some outfits, but I think the first thing we actually bought was a box of diapers. How many kids do you want ideally? I say that I want 4 kids, and I think I have Logan convinced that we can have 4. I either want 3 or 4, but I do want a big family, and if everything is right in the future and it adds up, then I do want 4 kids. Any traveling plans? No, we don't have any traveling plans right now. We do want to do some sort of baby moon before he is born. I don't know where, not anywhere super far, but we definitely want to plan something before he arrives. Will you film your birth? Yes, I definitely plan on doing like a full birth vlog, so I'm excited for that. Next question I got is, where is your cat and rabbit? So if you didn't know, we had a cat named Dangerfield and a rabbit named Charlie. When we were looking to buy our house that we are currently in, we were actually living with my mom for a few months. And while we were living there, we took our dog Murphy and the rabbit with us, and they lived with us at my mom's. And then Logan's mom offered to watch our cat until we found a house. Once we moved in here, we did bring the cat over here, we did bring the rabbit over here, and they lived with us for a while. So then when Logan and I went on a trip to Montana, Logan's mom watched the cat for us, and she actually got really attached to that cat. She loves Dangerfield so much, and she just was really sad to see him go again. She kind of just kept him and said, let me take him off your hands, you're gonna have a baby, you're gonna be busy. And we just knew how much he loves it over there, and he's so spoiled, and he gets so much attention over there and doesn't have to be bugged by our dogs all the time. And so that is where the cat is. The same kind of thing actually happened with our rabbit. The rabbit was living here with us, and my mom called me one day and said, how would you feel about someone wanting your rabbit? And I was like, oh, I don't know, like I haven't thought about giving her away, like I don't really want to. And she said, what if I told you it was your little sister? And so my little sister actually ended up really missing the rabbit and got attached to the rabbit. And it kind of just worked out better because Murphy kind of started getting not aggressive with her, but he's just so big and wanted to play all the time, but he's just a little rough when he plays. And so when they would be out in the backyard together, he scared her a few times and was just too rough. And so it kind of just worked out better. So we took the rabbit back up to my mom's house, and she is now my little sister's rabbit. So we get to see her all the time too, which is so nice. I'm not really the type of person to ever just give my pets away to random strangers, and I miss them so much. But when it's family and I know that they're kind of in a better place and so loved and getting attention, and we're gonna be so busy with the baby, so it kind of just worked out. The short hair looks amazing on you. Would you go shorter? How short if so? Thank you very much. I am actually really liking my short hair, but then it's funny because you see pictures of your old hair or a girl with really pretty long hair, and then I start to miss it a little bit. So I'm actually going to grow it back out until the baby is here. But if I ever do chop it again, I think I would go even shorter than this. But right now, I do think this is a really good length. How long were you and Logan trying before getting a positive test? Logan and I always said we wanted to be married a year before trying for a baby. And we were married on June 16th in 2018. We actually decided to get off birth control a little earlier than our year anniversary. So I think it was around last December sometime around then, we got off birth control. We kind of just figured that my body would need time to regulate after being on birth control pills for so long, and we were fine if it happened, but for some reason we kind of just had a feeling it would take a few months, because that usually it does. So got off the pill in December and then got pregnant. It must have been like very beginning of July. So it actually took us like 6 to 7 months. But the thing is, we weren't like actively trying. I was kind of keeping track of what my cycle was. It was more just like, if it happens, then it happens, but we weren't trying to prevent it kind of thing. But the timing worked out perfectly because we're in our house now, and we will now have our little boy in 4 months, which is so crazy. Did you graduate college? What did you study? No, I have not graduated college. I started at Utah State and then I came back to Idaho State University. I haven't finished yet. That doesn't mean I'm not going to. I just couldn't decide for sure what I wanted to go into, and so it made it really hard to keep going. Being thousands of dollars in debt seemed like a lot just to kind of have like a backup plan and not really know for sure what I wanted to do. So I'm not currently going, but when I was going and still kind of my plan, I was in like business, marketing, and management. How do you stay in such good shape? Lifting, cardio, specific classes? Honestly, you guys, I have not been to the gym in I can't even remember how long, which really makes me sad because I wanted to have like an active pregnancy, and I've been healthy enough and lucky enough that I would be able to, but I just feel like I've been busy and something always comes up. I just feel like the best way for me to stay in shape is just by not overeating, not eating a ton of junk food. But I would say diet is the #1 thing, and I still like to try to be active just throughout the day in little ways, you know, like getting up and walking while I can, or stairs, whatever I can just to get up and do something, I will try. But I haven't been to the gym in a long time. But when I do go to the gym, I loved lifting weights, I loved cardio, and I really kind of did a mix of both. Kind of a mix of cardio, weightlifting, and diet. Would you do a house tour? Yes, I think eventually I would definitely like to do a house tour. It wouldn't be for a while, and that is because Logan and I just bought this house in last May, and we bought kind of an older house. It's not anything brand new, and we bought it with every intention to remodel the entire thing. So that's what we've been doing, and it's not completely done, but we have worked our butts off, and I'm really proud of Logan. He did all new floor, all new cabinets, countertops. My family came over and helped us paint, and so we have literally redone just about every single thing in this house. So I just want to do the tour of the house when it's ready. So I don't know how long that's going to be, but I will be doing like a full nursery reveal because that's something that will definitely be done here within the next few months. So little pieces of the house we'll start doing. What made you and Logan start wanting to vlog again? And then I'm also going to tie in, what is your and Logan's thoughts on vlogging the baby? This is something that Logan and I have talked about for a really long time and couldn't decide what we wanted to do. For some reason, both of us vlogging, because I had my channel and he had his, obviously. When we got back together, it just kind of died and we just kind of quit doing it altogether. We always talked about it, and for some reason it just started feeling like forced, and it kind of started feeling fake, like more pressure to vlog and be on the camera and post a video at this time and have a scheduled time. And so we kind of just disappeared for a while. We just wanted it to be something that was still fun and something that we still loved and really wanted to do, and it just didn't feel that way anymore. It just felt like we had to do it, which didn't make it fun anymore. What made us want to start again was once I found out I was pregnant, I knew that this was something that I wanted to document. Whether it was just for me and Logan or whether it was to share with all of you, like I knew I wanted to document every step of the way. So once we decided to make videos out of it, it became really fun again. And it was fun to see how excited you guys were that we were having a baby, and it was fun to make the family finding out video and the gender reveal and the doctor's appointments. Like, it just became fun. and we got excited again, and I think that's why we jumped back into it. And that's the thing that I wanted, is not so much just like vlogging our everyday lives. That's not what I wanted. It was more like the bigger things in life, and not just us like walking around talking in a grocery store, you know, like if we're on like a fun trip, or if we're doing something fun for the baby, or have like doctor's appointments. Like I want to video those things, and I know you guys love to watch those types of things, and so that's why we got back on and wanted to do it again. And so I think it's been really fun, and it's definitely something that we will involve the baby in. I am totally open to vlogging the baby, and I know you guys are gonna want to see him, so I am very excited, and we will continue being on YouTube as of now, probably for a while. Biggest concern going into parenthood between you and your husband? Oh, that's a hard one. It's kind of hard to think of the concerns right now, because when we look at it right now, it's just so exciting and we're excited to be parents. But I know when he's here, it will become stressful sometimes. I think for the most part, we have very similar parenting styles, just like seeing that with our pets and what we've talked about. I see us being very similar. I'm a little more OCD about a few things, but we're both very strongly opinionated. So maybe that could be something like if one of us doesn't agree entirely with something about the baby and could cause like arguments. I don't know, that's kind of a hard one. What are your career plans? This is something Logan and I had a big discussion on just like a week ago, was our career, because at this age, like I feel like your 20s is very confusing and difficult, and it's hard not to feel like you're failing most of the time. You're just not where you want to be yet, and you're not sure if what you're doing is right, and you're trying to figure out your career, but it's hard if you don't know exactly what you want to do. It's hard to say what my career plans are. I don't have a set college plan yet, but I definitely don't have a no, I'm done. Right now I am actually working as well. I work at Remax Real Estate. I am an assistant to the owner and broker, and I'm actually in the process of getting my real estate license. And so that is something that I see me doing for a while. I think it's something that I will like. I don't know if that's my full career. I guess we'll see, but that's a tough question. I want to find something that I can work from home and be with him as much as possible. I do want to keep working all the time. I will keep working in real estate. My mind is totally open to go back to college eventually. I don't know as far as career, but there are things that I want to keep working on that I think could help lead to some bigger goals of mine. We'll do a few more questions. Are you and Logan high school sweethearts? Yes, we are high school sweethearts. We have been together for a total 6, maybe almost 7. No, it's almost 7 years. 6, 7. We went on our first date back in like 2012 in August, and kind of started seeing each other and got like more and more exclusive as time went on. And then, as most of you know, we did break up for a year from 2015 to 2016. And there were also a few questions about that, about how we got back together and why did we break up and all that sorts of thing. That is a really long story. We have done videos on it before, either on my old channel or Logan's old channel. I just think what's meant to be will always find its way back. We talk about it all the time, and we talked about it a lot when we decided to get back together, and I just don't think we ever fully quit loving each. Why am I getting emotional? Sorry guys, I am a pregnant emotional mess. Did not think I was gonna get emotional answering this. What the heck? Anyways, I don't know why that made me so emotional, but that was a very difficult year being apart, and I think that we still loved each other and cared for each other very much, and we still stayed in touch I'm gonna have to keep this short. Looking back now, it made us so much stronger, and we have came so far and grown so much individually and together. Go watch those old YouTube videos. I think we explain it a lot more, but wow, that was really hard. Another few questions I got that are kind of similar. What are you looking forward to the most about being a mom? And what are you looking forward to the most and least about having a newborn? Anyone who knows me knows that I have wanted to be a mom since the time I was tiny. I think the newborn phase is just going to be amazing, because you're just so in love with this tiny little human that you just met, but probably feels like you've known forever. Like, I feel like I know him so much already. I talk to him every day. I call him by name. I feel him kicking and moving, and it's incredible. Of course, the newborn phase is going to be hard. We're going to be tired and exhausted, and like everything is going to be brand new and so much learning involved, but I just think the good outweighs the bad. It's a tiny baby that's a part of me, Logan, and that's amazing, and I cannot wait. I got a few requests to show the bump, and I will do that. Why don't you show your bump? I feel like I do show my bump. I will show my bump. I'm just going to end it at that. I feel like I covered a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching though. I hope this was able to let you learn a little more about us and bring you back up to speed after we kind of disappeared for a while. So thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye. Okay, this is the bump at almost 22 weeks. This way. Here's no shirt. Here's my bump. There we